Hello Weekend Crafter! Welcome back to the Craft Time Studio. I'm Ange, your Weekend Crafter, and for this weekend, we are going to make some floral fall slabs. So these are the earrings that I made out of that slab. But before we go to that tutorial, if you haven't yet, I hope that you consider liking and subscribing to the Craft Time Studio for more craft ideas. Let's go! I wanted my slab to have a bit of drama, and so I went with this color palette that has dark colors mixed with pastel ones. I will share the color recipes for these next weekend. For the main slab, I went with a dark blue, which I'm calling indigo ink. Condition and flatten the slab. Why do I condition my clay? I do it to remove any air bubbles that might be trapped. I use a pasta roller to condition and flatten my clay, and I place the roller in the number 4 setting. This is the setting that I use when I make slabs with layers because I know that it will become much thicker because of that additional layer. I use my tissue blade to clean my edge. This gives me a defined space to work on. Next, I get my clove cutter. I get my golden mustard clay and flatten it out into the number 7 setting on my roller. I used my clover cutter because I like the shape of its bottom. It reminds me of a pumpkin. I then get a tear-shaped cutter and cut the petal from the clover. Then I get a rounded cutter to round off the edge of the petal. This is my mini pumpkin. I use my tissue blade to lift the pumpkin up, and then I press it on the slab. I repeat these steps to get a couple more mini pumpkins. I spread this across the slab. Then I score the grooves on each of the pumpkins with the detail needle. Next, I roll the clay into a very thin snake or log, and I attach it to the top of my mini pumpkins to act as the pumpkin stalk. Once that is done, I get my floral silicone molds. Then I get my satin pink clay and use those to make tiny flowers. These go into the tops of each pumpkin. If it's your first time to use a silicone mold, I'll place a link on how to get those flat backs. Next, I get the indigo ink clay again and roll it out into a thin snake. I use the blade to cut the snake into tiny parts, which I will then roll into balls and place at the center of each flower. Next, we roll out the pale yellow color into the number 7 setting. Then I take a leaf cutter and punch it twice to make smaller leaves. I place this randomly across the slab. I used a detail needle to place the veins on the leaves. Then, I make another set of mini flowers using another silicone mold. But this time, I'm using golden mustard. This gets placed beside each leaf. As I really want to make a very layered slab, I rolled some thin snakes using the satin pink clay. This again gets distributed randomly across the slab. I made a leaf cane again using the pink clay. This is done by rolling out a log or a snake and then carefully pinching one end. This got sliced into thin leaves and placed along the stalk. I then place the details on each leaf using the detail needle. I added a few more leaves because I really want to layer this slab. Towards the end, you will see that I also added some pale yellow leaves. And this is how the final slab looks like. I really love making super layered slabs, and I also love how the colors look together. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I'm very thankful to all of you who come here every weekend to find out what I've been up to. If you're curious as to how I spend my week, please check out my IG at crafttime.ph. Have a crafty weekend. Bye! Have a crafty weekend. Bye!